What's up, NSP Nation? How are y'all doing? It's been a really long time since I've done this. Obviously, the guys are not here today with me, but they are here in spirit, and we are getting things ready to get on Sleeper Fantasy, do some mock drafts, and see what everybody's been up to. So, obviously, if you guys are watching already, leave a comment down below. Tell me how life has been. Are you ready for football to come back? What position are you at for your mock drafts if you have not drafted already? And what are your questions? What are you looking for? Who do you think is a steal in the draft? Who do you think is, you know, for obvious reasons, not somebody you should draft this year? There have been a lot of injuries already in the NFL, and it's compiling, and obviously the 49ers are at the forefront of it. Go Seahawks. Obviously, you guys can see the new setup. Rave is here. He says it's been a minute. Yeah, it has been. I think you were the one that messaged in the what's it called, in the chat over there on Discord. Were you the one that was going to Houston? Have you gone already? Did you go have some fun, or is that still in the works for some time later? Frank, he says, what up? How's it going, man? See you in there in our mock draft. We do have 5 more spots, guys. So if you have some people that want to draft, we can do it with the 5 that we have right now. I have it as a 10 team mock draft, 15 rounds, 30 seconds to pick, snake draft, everything like that. Next Saturday I leave. Oh yeah, is that where you go? Just coming and visiting? You got family here, or you're just coming just to have a good time, to see what Texas is all about? It says, what you been up to? Just working, man. Obviously, always working. This is the side, I guess, little hustle, I guess you can say we do. Not really a hustle, but we just do it for fun. But yeah, everybody's been kind of busy. Reed's busy with work. I'm busy with work. This new setup here is because I got a house finally. So this is my setup in my garage. Yeah, so hope you guys like it a little bit. I do plan on getting some lighting here, especially back here as well. But yeah, we're just excited to get back to football. We do have some plans this year for the NSP channel. So keep updated for that, obviously. And we will let you guys know on everything that we need to do. Let me see if I can put the sleeper. Yeah, there you go. If you guys want to join the sleeper mock draft, there is the website there. See if you guys can copy that on, obviously, YouTube. I don't know how it does on Twitch, but obviously you can try to get on there. It's on the sleeper app. That's where we do most of our mock drafts. Like I said, we still have about 5 little slots open if you want to join. If you see where your position is at, if you need a certain position and somebody that's already in there doesn't, we can always ask very nicely for them to switch. It says, so excited for fantasy this year. Going to be a tough year, in my opinion. I think it's going to be tough for everybody. Obviously, my Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Super happy about that, obviously. For NBA, obviously, I am a huge Spurs fan, as you guys can see. I have a couple of things back here that you can't really see because the lighting is bad. But yeah, so it's been a great year for me. Seahawks won the Super Bowl. Spurs, sadly, did not beat the Knicks in the NBA Finals, but they made it. We have a bright future. Super excited for sports, at least. And then I have a great job, got a house. So yeah, everything's going well. It says, congrats. Thank you. He says, tell AJ to get off Minecraft and join. AJ is actually being ready, getting things ready at his house, kind of mentally prepping, getting his body right and everything like that. Because I don't know if AJ's told y'all, but he's got some big news if he hasn't. So yeah, he'll tell y'all when he gets on, whenever that is. It says, trying to hit Waffle House. And you got to go Waffle House at night, though. So you can get the real experience. But just be careful. Be careful, my guy. It says, don't have that over on the East Coast. Yeah. In-N-Out is it's pretty good, obviously. I'm a huge Whataburger fan, so if you want to try Whataburger too, try some of their all-time favorites. Sweet and spicy and the patty melt are some of my favorites. Reed likes the there's like some barbecue chicken sandwich thing, and then their breakfast, dude. The honey butter biscuit sandwich is top tier as well. You'll probably like it. But yeah, whatever you can try there in Houston and Texas is pretty fun. If you have the chance and you are renting like a car or something, or whatever you're doing, try to hit up Buc-ee's. Buc-ee's is pretty cool too. It's kind of a one in a lifetime gas station experience. If you do go and see it, you'll see what I'm talking about. It says Smarty says, "Sup, how are you? Pretty good, man. Pretty good. We're gonna start up this sleeper draft in a bit. We have 4 more spots, but again, if in a few minutes we still have those same 4 spots open, I'll just start it and we can go with some sections being auto drafting." It says, "I'm on YouTube but can't see anyone else's comments." Oh, I think it's because you're on the digital app, so you're on the phone is what it looks like. If you go to our channel, we have another one up for like the PC model. You should be able to see everybody's comments there because everybody else is commenting on the PC side, I believe. Frank is not also, so you should, yeah, there you go. Yeah, I think you're the only one there, my guy. But yeah, we do have 2 videos running, basically one for the mobile kind of section, and the other one is on the PC. So let's check this sleeper fantasy. It looks like we got Ray Gamer and Bulls mascot. What's up, Tesh? How's it going, man? Loving your content, dude. With all these movie critiques and everything. Thanks for joining, and just want to let you know, hey, keep doing what you're doing. It's pretty cool. I find out some movies because of you. I didn't even know they were going to make some of these movies, or I didn't even hear anything like on IMDb or anything like that. Any sources that there's going to be some movies coming out. So it's pretty cool that you have that kind of cornerstone market. It says, have 32-man draft coming out with 4th pick. Wow. The league has 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. Gibbs and Bijan will be gone. Do I take Puka or Chase or reach for CMC or JT? I wouldn't reach for CMC. Yeah, he had a lot of work last year, and based on everything, he's already dealing with some soreness in his legs. Kind of scares me, but CMC is great. So if you want to take the chance, go for it. But I would probably get somebody very, very worth it, like Puka or Chase. I like JSN too, but if you respect Puka and Chase more, they're all on the same tier to me. So it just depends on whose offense you believe in more. It says, if you have any thought on that, yeah, it's pretty crazy, man. I've never done any draft that big. I think the biggest I've done is 16, man. And that one's pretty crazy too. Gets slim at the end. So it's pretty cool that it's only like 2 running backs, 1 wide receiver, 1 flex. That's pretty cool. I'm running 4 leagues this year. So am I. That's my max now. Work league, gold league, my personal league, and then the dynasty. I just can't anymore, man. I can't keep up with so many. I mean, I'm pretty sure I could, but I know some of them would hit the back burner. It says Gandadriel sees SZ8891. What's up? Hello, how you doing? It says just sent the link out to a friend and hopefully they'll join. Cool, man. Yeah. Like I said, we have 2 more spots. Team 1 and Team 9 in a 10-man league are open. Thanks for joining, guys. We'll start it right now at 8:05. But yeah, glad to see all y'all coming back. Love to just chat with y'all. I mean, really, we do this just to chat with people and kind of see what's been going on with the people that have been keeping up, and obviously talk about football, do some drafts, have some fun, just do the things that we like to do, you know. But yeah, Rita and AJ are doing pretty good, guys. So hopefully you guys can check in on the Discord with them. Ask AJ what the big news is if he hasn't told any of y'all already. It says, when do you start your channel? We started a while back. I think it's probably like coming up close to like 5 years or something like that. 4 or 5 years. We started it during COVID just to kind of keep together, talk about football, because that's what me, Reed, and AJ loved. Still love it, obviously. Life kind of gets a little hectic sometimes and we get busy, but yeah, that's what happened. That's how we started. So this is the mock draft looking like it is going to stay at 8. So I'm just going to go ahead and start this, guys. If your friend comes in later on, he can join the next one Smarty says like up the stream. Yeah, there you go. He can join, Frank, but on the next one, we're probably going to do 2, just depending on how fast this goes. The usual on this channel is that we do 2, so we'll do it and keep it up like that. But Ray Gamer, you have the second pick, so get back on, Ray, and then we will start it up right now. So Bijan is gone. Ray is on the clock. It looks like she got on. So yeah, it's looking like Robinson and Gibbs are gonna be, the picks for everybody. It's probably the smartest thing to do. I'm not gonna get Christian McCaffrey. I'm gonna go with JSN. Reason I'm at the 5th pick is because we have a draft tomorrow in one of my personal leagues, and that is the pick that I have. So kind of want to get some practice in there. So definitely draft as you need to, guys. Do whatever you need to do. Hopefully you guys are at the pick that you have some drafts at. If not, just have some fun with it. Shake it up a little bit. But yeah, I am very high on JSN. I do think our offense is going to spread the ball out a lot. So I think it's going to be fine. The Lions do the same thing with Amon-Ra St. Brown. They spread the ball around, but Amon-Ra gets obviously his touches. Last year, JSN was getting like somewhere near like 30 to 40% of the touches on the team. And that's because we're a run-first team. So it's pretty crazy that JSN was getting that much work. I do see him going down to like 25% of the touches probably. Do you play any games? Yeah, I do, but it's more like the Switch. We play a card game too called Magic the Gathering, MTG. So play that too in person. AJ and Reed play it online, and the guys play some online games as well. But me, not so much. Kind of have a little busy time here, and sometimes gaming doesn't take the forefront with that. So, let's see. If I'm not on here, it does not update, so I'll stay on here. If I don't answer y'all's questions, I'll get to them as soon as possible. But here, I'm probably going to go with like a running back. I would love to go like Jeremiah Love, but you just never know. But maybe I'll go the double wide receiver and just kind of go on the back end. Let's see here. I guess I'll go Jay Jettas. They do have a new quarterback in town. We'll see how Kyler Murray does there. It seems like he's going to get the starting job. It is what it is, but we'll kind of see how that goes. Drake London is a pretty good pick too. I wasn't very high on him last year, but he did very, very, very well. So who knows? Let's see. Nice. It says AJB Perma on Minecraft. I don't know, man. I haven't been playing Minecraft in a long time. Me and my wife would play it randomly, but just haven't hit it up yet. Alrighty, so it looks like Z-Man, Bulls mascot, and yeah, just them. They're pretty much going double running back to start it off. James Cook, Amir and Hampton, Gianti and McCaffrey for Z-Man. So sometimes that's just, just dependent on what type of team you want to have. Do you want to have like heavy running backs? They are more prone to getting hurt. I kind of see myself doing a double wide receiver, kind of like I just did here. I'll see if I go, Drake London, Jefferson. I don't think I'll do AJ Brown, but I just feel like going the double wide receiver has worked for me in the past. And I've been recently doing like heavy running backs, but I just don't think that's probably the way to go. Kyron Williams last year, I think did pretty well. Yeah, he was the number 8 running back. I think they're going to continue to do that. Obviously, if you go down here, you can see their depth chart. Obviously, they have Blake Corum, but I don't think he's going to be any part of the offense like he was last year. So I'm going to go with Kyron as my first running back there. It would be amazing, obviously, if like somebody like Josh Jacobs or Breece Hall follows to me all the way over there. But I don't know if that'll happen. So sometimes I do end up looking at tight end just to see who's there. Obviously, you guys can see that Trey McBride, Brock Bowers, the cream of the crop there have gone off the board. So we'll see. But there goes Breece Hall. I think he's a great pick here in the 3rd round. He should be a workhorse, so it should be fun. It says Deontay Hampton, Barkley, Brown. Where do you rank them? If I'm going into like this season, I'd probably rank them right now. Probably Saquon Barkley for me is probably the better guy. Then it'd probably go Marion Hampton. I like what that offense looked like in the preseason. If they can do that with their starters and obviously have the O line stay healthy, unlike last year, I think Hampton would be right behind Barkley in that perspective. Las Vegas is still horrible. So the offensive line is getting hurt. We've already heard of some of their younger guys losing some, losing out on the entire season from injuries and stuff like that, and just little nicks and knacks there on the injury report for the Vegas Raiders. So I think that obviously Jonty falls, and then Brown. I mean, he has one of the toughest schedules coming up for fantasy football. The Bengals do for running backs, so I'd have to put him last, but I still think he'll do great. It's just perspective for me. Every time somebody has a great season, and then they end up the next season having like a horrible schedule, they just can't replicate it, and it sucks. So I'm pretty heavy on that, to be honest. But we'll kind of see what happens. I kind of do want to go with Tetura McMillan if he falls to me right here. I just think he's a great guy. He did really well last year. Obviously, Josh Jacobs is there, but you can see the questionable tag on him already. So I'm pretty skeptical. We'll see. Yeah, Las Vegas Raiders. Yeah. It says, I miss you guys. Zombie, what's up? How you doing? How have you been, my guy? Nice to see you back. And obviously you can see Cam Skadaboo there. Jeremiah Love is like pretty tempting, obviously, but Arizona, man, I just can't mess with Arizona, to be honest. So I'm gonna go with Tetura McMillan. He did fall to me here. I do have 3 wide receivers, but I am okay with that. Obviously, I will be prioritizing running back here coming up, so we'll kind of see what happens. Trayvon Henderson is probably a good one to snag here. He's the 19th overall running back from last year. Did pretty well, but obviously my only fear is if he's going to split with Ramondre Stevenson. But I do believe Ramondre Stevenson is a little bit banged up. So let's go ahead and click here. Let's see. He's ahead of him on the depth chart. Last year, he was the 25th running back. Last year, Trayvon was the 19th. So obviously, that's how my draft is going to look like. But we'll see how everything shakes out. It says Arizona not moving the ball all season. Yeah, that's kind of how it was last year. I mean, we swept them. They gave us a run for our money on one of the games, but obviously we were not playing up to par on the offensive side. So it just happens. But Arizona, they have a lot of work to do. Obviously, they have to work in the trenches, in my opinion. They just keep getting like the backups, the people we cut from the Seattle Seahawks, 49ers, the Rams. They really like to grab like these guys in the division that just don't cut it out for the other teams, and they build their roster in the trenches based off of that. It's pretty sad. Their second round pick guard also got injured. Yeah, that is true. Stevenson over Henderson in terms of value. You never know. It says he feels risky on Henderson. You never know. I mean, obviously these younger guys, you want to take a chance on them, but it's all in perspective, DeAndre Swift was pretty good. I do like him, but obviously some stuff going on there. I think I'm going to go with Basil Tootin just because my guys fell off the board before me there. So it is what it is. Oh, actually, I guess I was just a little bit farther down. So I guess I reached for Tootin, but I don't know. I kind of like him there. Last year, he was, pretty good. The 48th overall running back, being the second string guy. So now he's the workhorse there, and I don't think anybody like Chris Rodriguez is going to take over for him. So they said that they will try to split it, but we'll see kind of what goes on there in the Jacksonville Jaguars depth chart. But yeah, another guy here, Quinshon Judkins, if he can stay healthy, I really like him too. So he might be a running back that I kind of reach for here in the 6th round, but we'll see. I also do like DeAndre Swift. I was really high on him last year. As you can see, when I pull up his tag, he was the number 14th running back last year. He did really well, as you can see there in the PPR section. Didn't really have any single digit games, so he's very consistent, especially in these later rounds. If you just are not prioritizing running back in the beginning like I did, he's a great guy to snag. But let's go ahead and creep up on these tight ends too. Tucker Kraft obviously coming back from injury, so that one's a little risky. Sam Laporta, it looks like Colston Loveland just came off the board on the auto draft for Team 9. And there goes Quinshon Judkins. So maybe I can, take that risk there, Rave, on Travion Henderson now as the third guy. But I think I'm just going to go with my boy here. I'm going to do another reach. He might fall, so who knows? I'm going to go with DeAndre Swift, but I do have Jadarian Price in my Dynasty League. I'm so happy that I got him. So who knows? Maybe I'll get him in a couple of drafts too. But yeah. How many videos have you made? A ton, man. If you go to our channel here on YouTube, we have a ton there. As of recently, we haven't done too much, but now that football is coming back up, we are here and we're back. It says, I've been doing well. I got myself an appointment. What type of appointment? It says, I wanted to let AJ and Reed know whenever you guys want to go live. Ooh, got you. Nice. So Judkins over Henderson for sure. I would probably agree. He's more of a workhorse there. And then obviously just for splitting reasons, you definitely might say that just because they are a split backfield, more true to that, it's just a little bit more risky. So if Jadarian Price falls to me here, I'm just going to take him. So just letting y'all know that. Cooked by Knicks. It does say questionable on him, but he just has a sore ankle. They're not playing him in this first preseason game as it is playing at this point in time. Let's check on wide receiver. Ooh, Cardinal Tate is kind of tempting there. He should be the number one guy, but obviously we saw the woes there for the Titans, right, Rafe? But yeah, so I do think I'm just going to go for my boy Jadarian Price here, going 4 running backs with my 3 wide receivers. So now I'll kind of start looking in this 8th round here to see if I can snag a quarterback early. In this draft, it doesn't look like quarterbacks were too picky there. Josh Allen in the 3rd with an auto draft. Jackson to Frank. Ray got Joe Burrow. Drake May went to Jay Riz. Daniels, Bulls mascot. And Caleb Williams over there to my boy Master Jedi. But yeah, I do like to go with my wide receivers and running backs first so I can get the cream of the crop there. But whatever it falls to you, just depending, I'm in the 5th spot. So usually that's what I do when I'm in the 5th spot. I just try to get a plethora of really good running backs and wide receivers as they fall to me. But yeah, it says, why is Burden so high? I don't really remember, to be honest. I haven't really been keeping up with him all that much. It is his 2nd year, so we'll kind of have to see. It says, yeah, Cam Ward is dookie. Ridley gone by trade deadline. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to probably come back and try to get as many people as you can in any trades. But yeah, it's probably the best. Oh yeah, so obviously here what is going on is obviously they lost their best wide receiver, in my opinion. I forgot his name at this point in time, but obviously they have Roma Dunze. Oops, what happened there? Obviously they have Roma Dunze, but they did lose their big target guy. Man, I can't even remember why I can't remember his name. But I'll see him somewhere over here. He's probably somewhere. DJ Moore. They lost him to Buffalo, so that's why Luther Burden is where he is at. But yeah, in my opinion, it is what it is. Now, this might be a reach, but I absolutely love Courtland Sutton. I've gotten him the past 2 years, and he's done very, very well for me. Obviously, they have Jalen Waddle, right? But I just don't think Jalen Waddle is going to take away the best 3rd down receiver as an option from Denver. Obviously, they don't pass the ball a whole bunch, but when we look at his play card back in 2025, he was another player that had some rough games towards the end of the season, but he was very, very consistent in my opinion, as you can see there in the PPR. So in my opinion, I just think he's great. Look at that. All double digits in the PPR section. So over here in the 8th round, I mean, I am not mad at it. Sorry, clicking some buttons there. But yeah, so as you can see, my draft is looking like 4 wide receivers, 4 running backs. I think I am good to go. Now we will see this next round. What good quarterbacks do I get? The reigning MVP, Matthew Stafford. Reach for somebody like Trevor Lawrence, even though I'm not a huge fan. Or do I go tight end here with the man of last year and all this year with all the fantasy memes, Kyle Pitts? So we'll see. It says Gabe is his longtime listener, first time commentator. Sure, buddy. NSP is back, baby. Yeah, and Frank says they lost DJ Moore. Yeah, sorry. Spacing a little bit. It's been a while talking about football this much. So give me a little bit of grace. And Travis Kelce, I mean, he's fallen from grace, guys. It's pretty crazy. Definitely hate seeing it. Obviously, he is one of the best tight ends to ever live, pretty much. But here I am looking at wide receivers and running backs again. There's a lot of good people here. I mean, people are scared to take Brian Thomas. I really wouldn't be, to be honest. But that's just me. I think I'm going to go for funsies. I'm going to get Kyle Pitts. He did do really well last year, so maybe now I'm finally drinking the juice, as he did have a great end of the season. So that, as you can see there in the PPR here in this section, not too many single-digit games, which is pretty good from a younger tight end, as you can see is the number 3 tight end there. But yeah, why not? We got our tight end, we got 4 running backs, 4 wide receivers, so we filled out our flexes already. This is what the roster is looking like. Obviously, Kyron Williams, Basul Tootin. Sorry, I hate my mouse. Anyways, JSN, Justin Jefferson, Kyle Pitts, Tetora, DeAndre Swift. Down here, I got some bench players, Jadarian Price. Yuck. I hate it. Not even going to show you. But yeah, I'll just show you all over here. So obviously, JSN, Jefferson, Williams, McMillan, and Tootin, Swift, Price, Sutton is on the bench too, and Kyle Pitts, obviously. But also in the comments, if you guys are watching on YouTube, let me know if you want me to rate your team. We usually do that as well. So let me know. And then let me know down in the comments too if you want me to do a second draft here. It's only been about 30 minutes and I was talking for about 10 of it. So as you can tell, these drafts go pretty well with these only short 15 round, 30-second pick drafts. So now we will finally pull the trigger on quarterbacks over here. I am not against getting Matthew Stafford. I think the Rams are going to be very good. Obviously, you could have gotten anybody from like Herbert, Hurts. Jackson Dart going this high is pretty crazy. I think he's going to be good, but I just still don't believe in that New York Giants team. Maybe I can just wait for Matthew Stafford. I don't know if everybody's going to be going crazy on him. Jake Ferguson has a really tough schedule, but just in case Kyle Pitts it auto-drafted for me. My bad. Talking too much. So I got Dak Prescott. Really didn't want to, but I was going to go Jake Ferguson here. Back-to-back tight ends, just in case Kyle Pitts does get injured or has a bad start to the season, all that. Last year, Jake Ferguson was the dog, as he was the year prior to when he was over here, number 10 tight end. So in my opinion, he did great, all double digits after a certain time period. And that's obviously with all the injuries that have happened to the Cowboys and how they play. So there goes Jake Ferguson to Frank Zilla, stolen right out from under me. Another guy that I do like is Dallas Goedert. I have him in my Dynasty League. He does very well. So he might be a guy that I get here, to be honest. As you guys can see, heavily used as a tight end. But yeah, or do I go with the double quarterbacks? We can also look at. Oh, I guess I am auto drafted. So yeah, I was gonna go with double quarterback. So let me take myself off of the automatic drafting. Turn off auto pick. But yeah, so that wasn't too far away what I was gonna do. But anyways, let's get that off. Wanda Robinson, Josh Downs, Jaden Reed, Stephon Diggs, all these guys are still here. So still some pretty good guys. Aaron Jones, Jordan Mason, Rashad White. All these guys are like starter material. So I may go after somebody like Jonathan Brooks, who definitely could be their workhorse here. Chuba Hubbard is there, but Jonathan Brooks also could just be a diamond in the rough. Last year, he was starting to get some hype, but then he got injured again. So obviously, that's just kind of how that works. So I wouldn't mind getting Jonathan Brooks later down here in these rounds. But let's see. Okay, so somebody took him. Dallas Goedert. Look at you, Master Jedi, listening to me. So I probably won't go tight end here anymore. All these tight ends have some issues, to be honest. Arando Gadsden did really good last year, but there's just too many guys to pass to over there. Hunter Henry did pretty good last year too. He's another candidate that I could go for. But in my opinion, having the handcuff here in Jordan Mason wouldn't be bad, because there's already some issues there with Aaron Jones with his hamstring. So maybe that's not a too bad of a pick, but I will go with Aaron Jones just for the aura. He's been a guy that has just been pretty consistent all these years and consistently getting hurt, as you can see. So obviously missing a lot of time, but when he plays, he plays, guys. So we will get Aaron Jones, but let it be known that Jordan Mason is his handcuff, and he does great. As you can see, the number 33 running back versus Aaron Jones, who was the number 44th running back. But down here, it's good, guys, to have these backups to kind of help you. So it says rate mine. Rave says, yes, rate my team at the end of the draft, says Frank. And says go to the queue. Oh, yeah, I would go to the queue, but I have nothing in my queue. So see that? Nada. I don't like to show you guys what I do. Zach Charbonnet is on the pup. I don't know why. After his surgery, I guess. But yeah, that's right. He should be coming back closer to the mid-season. But he is also a steal, guys, because, he did great last year, and he was a guy that we used a lot inside the red zone. And I do think that we're going to be doing that again, because Jadarian Price is super quick and shifty. He is kind of, a massive dude at 209, 5'11". But I don't know if he's that big old bruiser, not like Charbonnet here. So Charbonnet is 220, 6'1". I do think Charbonnet will be a guy we utilize quite often. So let's see. I'm going to go with Hunter Henry here at this pick, just because he has fallen pretty far. People are starting to get defenses here. So these are really good defenses to snag for sure early on. But obviously, there's always the New England defense, who did pretty well last year, that you could get farther down. Obviously, the Minnesota Vikings were one of the highest scoring defenses as well. So you can't count them out. Their coaching staff over there does really well. I just cannot remember his name, but he is a guru. He changes defenses and turns them around like no tomorrow. But this is also the area to go ahead and get your kickers as well. Just know that Jason Myers is one of the best last year. He was the number 1. So he is a guy that I will probably go after here instead of defense. But these are the last 2 rounds. So obviously it is whatever you want to do, whether you go defense, whether you go kicker. Look at that. Master Jedi listening to me again. But here, if the New England Patriots fall to me, I will pick them. They are a pretty good defense, but obviously Jacksonville is not too bad as well. But obviously you just want to get the ones that are going to be consistent. I think that's the Patriots, especially with the head coach being a defensive guy. So here, kickers are a dime a dozen. So if you don't get them, go for Chris Boswell. He's always in the top 10 every single year. One of the oldest kickers now, but he does well. So so we'll see who we end up getting here. But I will start with the ratings, as people have already started to get their first overall picks. So I'm going to start with Frank here, as he should be picking very quickly. So you got Jamar Chase, Derrick Henry, Javonte Williams, Jackson, Montgomery, DJ Moore, Kraft, Stevenson, Godwin, Ferguson, Quinn Johnson. Not a bad pick there. He did pretty well last year. Solved some of his catching issues. Jonathan Brooks, Broncos, Pinheiro, Tank Dell, who is back, guys. He is back. I'm so happy for him. I'm going to go ahead and get Chris Boswell here, just depending on what Cooked by Knicks gets. He might take him, actually. I don't think he's got a kicker. So see if he takes him. But I do like the team. I wish in the earlier rounds. Oh, yeah, so he did get him. Let's see. So I might go with McPherson. I feel like this Bengals team is going to need the help. So why not? They might be going for a little bit more of some kickers. But I do like the team. I wish you prioritize a little bit more on the wide receiver side, because obviously Chris Godwin is getting up there in age. He was the number 81st wide receiver last year. Obviously, Amika is above him, and Jalen McMillan is there as well. They did draft somebody. Don't remember who it was. He might not be on here. But obviously, he is not the number one option, and he's your third wide receiver who would probably go in the flex other than Montgomery or Stevenson. So I'd probably just prioritize a little bit more of the running back. Lamar Jackson does great, don't get me wrong. But last year, he had his woes because of all the retirements and injuries to the O-line, just like is happening this year. Let's see. I do believe it was a J-Riz that asked me. Sorry, boys and girls. Hard to do the comments here while also doing this. Let's see. Hey, fam. Howard just got back from a really bad storm. Ooh, my goodness. Been out on Tuesday, but there was so much going on. The worst storm I ever experienced. Wow, crazy. How's it going, Ray? It says stream defenses most of the time. Kickers are worth to hold more, in my opinion. Yeah. Defenses change all the time. The only one I don't ever drop is the Seahawks defense. That's just me. It says I won my first fantasy chip last year. Looking to repeat. Ooh, nice. Good job, man. It says this is my main YouTube account. No, this one's a different one. Missed you guys and hope you guys are doing well. You too. It says thoughts on Team 4. It says, what's up, AJ? Vince, my bad. No problem. I'll tell AJ we look alike. He's going to love that. So let me get back to rating these. I'm assuming Cooked by Knicks is Team 4. But yeah, Frank Zilla, I'd probably give you like a B- at this point in time. It is the first draft of the season. I do think you can make some adjustments there. And Tucker Kraft coming back from injury is just a little bit concerning. But you got Jake Ferguson, so good job. Let's see. Nakua, London, Collins, Flowers. Really prioritizing the wide receivers. I do like it. Puka and London with Collins as well is going to be pretty good. Let's see. Javonte Williams as another one. Not too bad. Little fell in there. It's okay. Seahawks got one too. Jalen Warren after getting Travion Henderson and Love. So you're going with the younger running backs here. And then Jordan Mason here as the steal. Kelsey worries me. So that's going to drop your draft. Obviously, you can stream some tight ends most of the time because there's always tight ends that come out of the rough. But I would rather you have gotten somebody different. Dallas Goedert, Hunter Henry, which I got. I'd rather you get them. Seahawks defense is going to help you a lot, though, because they do really well. Higgins is a pretty good snag, but obviously that wide receiver room is pretty stacked as well, especially with getting Tank Dell. So they got Nico Collins, obviously Higgins, Jalen Noel, but they also have Tank Dell that's coming in, and then Xavier Hutchinson and Justin Watson rotate in there too. So he might not be getting a whole bunch of passes thrown his way, but you never know. So I'm going to go with a B here. Kelsey brings it down. Your lack of attention to some well-established running backs, I would say, is another reason. But yeah, let's see. Jay Riz here. Starting off with Brown and Brown. Nice. Double Brown. We got Breece Hall, Drake May. Reaching a little bit there for Drake May, my guy. Obviously was a number 2 quarterback last year. But I just don't know. It's kind of going to be tough. We'll see what happens in week 1, right? I could eat my words. Igbuka is not too bad. Definitely waiting a while to get another running back here, though, is my only issue, right? You have a great quarterback, great running back, and obviously the running back I was talking about, the toughest schedule of the season. So here, right off the bat from your first, 7 picks, I'm already going to go with, a B to a B-. Love Amon-Ra, love Breece Hall. I do like Drake May, but maybe if you could have waited a little bit. I mean, you got him before Lamar Jackson. Even though Lamar Jackson had an off year last year, getting this guy as the second overall quarterback of the entire draft is pretty rough, in my opinion. And that's why you getting Laporta was pretty okay, but last year did not really do well. Number 26 tight end. Hopefully that changes this year, but also could not with that offense the way it runs. Chuba Hubbard also has a tough season ahead of him. I would have gone with other guys. Would have gone with Harvey, even though he's an injury risk. Not Pollard, obviously. But obviously just going a little bit earlier for running backs, other than these guys, would help a lot with your if anybody gets injured. Obviously, you don't want these guys to get injured, but if they do, it's looking a little rough already. So Christian Watson, not too bad, but definitely has a cap on him. Addison, Krosky Merritt. Bo Nix, I do like that to back up Drake May. So I would say you'd round that out about a B. So that's me. McCaffrey, John T. Neighbors, Olave, Waddle, Judkins, Tate. Not bad. I like that you prioritize just like me with running backs and wide receivers. That's going to help a lot. Hurts, Dobbins, Bannon, Downs, White, Fairbairn. Kyler Murray is the steal of his draft down there. In all honesty, it's not too bad. I'm just scared with this. I mean, I'm always scared with it, but you never know. Last year, the people that did pick him were super happy. Not so much with John T. People were picking him in the first round. Now it's down to the second. Hopefully he does better, but it's a risk. I do like that you got some established running backs, though, in all 3 of these guys, and established wide receivers in all 3 of these guys, too, even though this is a new offense for him. But he should do really well. I think coming back from injury, he's going to do well. Same thing with Olave. I hope that he can get back on track. Obviously, last year he did pretty well. But it's just the injuries, guys. You never want guys to get injured. But yeah, he did pretty well last year, so I do like this pick. But yeah, I do like it already. You're kind of at a B+ here for me. And you did well on the back end, so I'd say it's the first B+ so far. Close to an A. But yeah, obviously would have gone with a little bit of some different guys here. Fannin as your only tight end is okay. Not too bad. I mean, he did fairly well last year, so I would probably say, yeah, B+ for sure. I don't think anybody else asked to be rated, so I'm going to go ahead and set up another one, my guys. It says, would have gone Devontae Smith over Flowers. I mean, in a real league, trade for elite running back, but best wide receivers in the league. Interesting. Devontae Smith and Flowers. Which quarterback, wide receiver stack do I like for week 1? I really can't answer that in full faith because I haven't really looked at the whole week 1 schedule too deeply. So I'd have to do that first. So can't answer that question right now. Second and third round picks got auto. Sucks. Oh, Ray wants me to do his too. Let's see. I mean, those being auto is not too bad. AJ Brown is good, but obviously new team. I mean, back to his old team basically. Gibbs, Bowers, McConkey, Etienne, Burrow, Evans. Right here is where I don't like it. If you were drafting there, Mike Evans is okay, but he's already dealing with injuries with the San Francisco 49ers. Parker Washington, not too bad. I mean, he is a sneaky guy. But when you pair him with AJ Brown, McConkey, Mike Evans, these three scare me just because of what happened last year. Obviously, didn't do too well with Ladd. And obviously, new team and the expectation of him getting the ball a whole bunch. We'll see. Dowdle, Corum, definitely should have prioritized a little bit more on running backs. You don't want any of those guys and Gibbs and Etienne to get hurt. And Dowdle and Corum, I don't really think are the guys to back them up. But other than that, yeah, I would go B-. It's just here. You get Joe Burrow, but they cost you. I mean, I'd rather get quarterback down the line. Dak Prescott was a top 5 quarterback. Joe Burrow, not really. So I expect it to be the same. So I think you reach a little bit here with the quarterbacks. Just my opinion. I missed the rating. I'm back. Yeah, got you. I was typing in a different chat. I'm out. Nice seeing you, Vince. If you're not streaming again, I'll update you on the Houston trip. Nice. Perfect. I'll be looking out for it, my guy. It says you're going to get canceled, Vince. It's pronounced H-N, not Etienne. Oh, whatever. Those guys are funny. I do like that he said that. He's like, oh, if I can pronounce my name however I want, it's actually H-N, which it kind of makes sense, the way it's spelled Etienne instead of Etienne. But these guys are funny. Oh, he says he's going to say W Vince. Always got to bring it back, huh? Not too bad. All right, guys. My voice is already starting to go out, so I'm just going to run another one here. It's been a while since I've talked this long. So let's go ahead and start another draft here. I will copy this link and put it in the Discord if you guys want to join. I won't be rating after this one, though. So take my rating that I gave y'all right now and run with it for the next one. Let me see. Let me send this to one of my friends if he wants to do another one. Let's see. Ray is in. Frank is in. Let's see. This one, I will invite Master Jedi, see if he wants to play. Do another one. This one should go by quicker because I don't think there's going to be a lot of people staying for the second one. Smarty says, I'm doing a 16-man draft, but I'll do your mock at the same time because it's ages. Oh, yeah, you have to wait so much, Smarty, for sure. But, yeah, no problem. Do what you got to do. So let me copy the link, and I will put it in the comments for you if you want to join. So, yeah, I like to occupy my time too, especially when I do like big drafts like that. Just takes forever. But I'll give it another minute. We will start. Excuse my voice, guys. always happens like this when we start back up, and I'm the only one talking. There you go, cooked by Knicks. So I will see if he's gonna. Oh, he's only allowed one for the night. Seems like they gotta eat, but I'll start the draft. So let's see. Not gonna do too much talking here, guys. I'll just say who I'm drafting, all that stuff. You guys can kind of see it here. Let's see here. If I were to do anything different, I'd probably go like someone like Jonathan Taylor. I mean, he is a beast. So if I'm gonna do anything different, like with running backs, I'd probably do Jonathan Taylor there. See how far Jackson Smith and Jigba falls here. I expect him to go. Yeah. So we'll see who I can get on the back end. I can try doing something like running back, wide receiver, running back, wide receiver, running back, wide receiver, but we'll kind of see how it plays out. So let's go to this next pick here. I do see Drake London, Chase Brown, Ashton Johnty coming down to me. We'll see who comes, but I know a lot of people are scared for Justin Jefferson. Having another quarterback, that's not going to be very accurate, but Kyler Murray is actually not too bad. Just his team was trash. So now he's going to a team that has a little bit of a better line, in my opinion. They stole a couple of guys from the Seahawks last year, and I think they still have them. So I'm not 100% sure on how it'll go, but I'm going to go with Drake London as my number one wide receiver. I really don't like to do that, but last year, obviously, he did pretty well. I just think that him being the first wide receiver off the board for me is a little bit of something that I don't do. So I do like Nico Collins. I still think that he is going to continue to be a beast. So I am comfortable with going with Nico here versus like any of these running backs like Jeremiah Love, Karen, all that stuff. I would like to get Breece Hall on the back end. So we'll see what happens there. But let me go check if there's any comments. Not yet, so that's good. Again, if you guys need to head out or anything like that, go ahead and do so if you're watching the stream or if you're just watching me draft. However, my voice is starting to go out a little bit, but thank you guys for being here for sure. First one of the year. Love to see everybody coming back. I expect more people to be coming back pretty soon. So we are looking forward to it. I promise you that the guys will be back on. It's just a matter of timing and getting everything going. So a lot of running backs coming off the board at the back end here at the last round and the start of this new round. Neighbors is somebody that I want to try to get. Not going to happen. Garrett Wilson. I do like Garrett Wilson. Last year, horrible, right? But this year it could be a little bit better. I'm not going to reach on him, though. Bucky Irving didn't do hot last year. Travis Etienne, I might grab him, but maybe we do what I told people not to do and grab a quarterback this high. Nah, I'll just go Travis Etienne. F it. He should do all right. He did okay with the Jags last year. I do think he'll be okay here. Splitting with Alvin Kamara. So I don't think it's a huge bad pick, but definitely not what I would regularly do. Last draft is probably something more that I would do. So here I'm going to kind of double down if I can get Quinshon Judkins to fall to me. I'm probably not going to get Jalen Waddle, not Luther Burden, not Devontae Adams, even though Devontae did pretty well last year. Actually, I might do it. They are a really big pass-heavy team, so maybe I'll do that. But let me check these. Tyler Warren, I do like what Tyler Warren did last year. So maybe I would go with him, but maybe not. I think I'm just going to grab Quinshon Judkins. I think he might not be there by the time I come back around. But yeah, there goes Tyler Warren. He did very good last year. I do like that guy. Let's see. As I'm hearing 3 clock sounds at once in my ears. Oh, let me turn mine off. This is a new one, so I forget I have to turn them off. There we go. Hopefully that helps. But yeah, it's kind of, that can be very annoying for sure. I can't hear it in mine, so I got this thing on. But yeah, it probably comes from my computer, then it comes from the live stream, and then it's probably yours too. I don't know. Gamer says, really missed you guys. We missed you too, man. We missed everybody. It's been a long year for sure, but we're back at it again. So I think I'm pretty good here on running backs. Taylor, Etienne, Judkins, I'm very comfortable with those three. Definitely need to work on wide receivers here, so let's see what is falling. I do like Terry. I just don't like the team. I really don't like these three guys, and I don't trust Carnell Tate, to be honest. So this is where I might end up reaching for a quarterback. I just don't know. I'll probably go with, Jalen Hurts. He is the guy that steals touchdowns every single year. Now losing A.J. Brown, I do expect him to do that more. They have Lemon coming in at wide receiver. They also have Saquon, Devontae Smith, Dontavian Wicks is actually a pretty good ad there. So they have a lot of quick guys. So I do expect Saquon and Jalen Hurts to be getting a lot of the red zone touches. Obviously, Dallas Goedert as well. So he's probably one of the stacks that I'll probably end up doing if I can get it, lined up correctly. So here is where I actually will reach for somebody. We'll see, actually. I do like Jadarian Price, so I'm going to go with him. But yeah, so for running backs, I think I'll cut it there with running backs, to be honest. I do like Brian Thomas. So if we look at their depth chart here, Basul Tootin, obviously they lost him. So Parker Washington is considered the number one wide receiver there. And Brandon Thomas and Jacoby Myers are the back half. So I do think Brian Thomas could be making a little bit of a jump start forward. Jordan Tyson, really? Super interested in that one. Don't know what the heck they're doing here with this auto draft. So, but I guess he's a possibility. Somebody to play. Yeah. Sorry, I don't really keep up with the Saints all that much, but I know that guy is not a heavy hitter home run, but somehow he goes off in the seventh before Tate. So it's pretty funny. So here, so it looks like somebody went ahead and took Thomas there. So it was Frank. So Parker Washington actually goes behind him. So it's pretty funny that they list him second, Brian Thomas second, Parker Washington as well. But I'm going to go with Courtland Sutton. He is just a really good security blanket, in my opinion. So this is where I will start to look for Dalton Kincaid. No, not Dalton Kincaid. I mean, he is there. But just kind of see where Dallas Goedert is probably going to fall. So he's going to fall a little bit later. So I have the chance here on getting some other guys to fall to me. So let's see. Can I get some really good? I may, you never know, get Jacoby Myers, but I don't want to get too many of these guys. Chris Godwin's not bad. Jerry Judy's not bad, but let's check running back. I could, go ahead and reach with Ramondre Stevenson. I do sometimes like to hoard a lot of running backs just for fun, especially for trades later on. So if in these drafts, guys, if you guys just cannot find guys that you're comfortable with, so like I only have 3 wide receivers and Drake London, Nico Collins, and Courtland Sutton, you don't really always have to reach down here. Like if you didn't like Alec Pierce, Chris Godwin, which Alec Pierce did not too bad last year. He did pretty well. Jordan Addison, like if you don't like these guys, like you don't have to reach for them. You can always grab best player available, just like how NFL teams do in the draft. So I think I stole like one of the last good running backs here in Roger Stevenson. So last year he was top 25. So I don't think it's bad pick there for the 95th pick, to be honest. But here I would like to get a wide receiver. This is where I might go after somebody like Quentin Johnson. I mean, what's the timetable on Pierce? So hopefully good to go week 1. So it looks like in the depth chart he's supposed to be there. Daniel Jones did pretty well. Josh Downs is there too. So I wouldn't mind it, but let's go ahead and check here. It looks like we can get him a little bit later. I don't see him yet. But yeah, so maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll just take the risk with Alec Pierce. And let's go with Dallas. Unless somebody snagged him already. I could see somebody getting Dallas Goedert. Is it spelled that way? Yeah, I guess I did snag him. Sorry. There you go. He is a guy that I want to grab. So I do like this stack here with Jalen Hurts and Dallas Goedert. He was the number 2 tight end last year. As you can see, the projections there, it's actually what he got here on the second line. It's all in green. So obviously a couple of bad games here and there, but he's a pretty good guy to get you like double-digit points when you need him. Pretty reliable. Yeah, just for some reason I couldn't find him. And my mouse, I need to get a new mouse. It says really missed you guys. Oh yeah, I think I already showed that one. Let's see. Matthew Golden. I could get another tight end here. I don't think it's a bad idea to get Hunter Henry. Obviously, Kenyon Sadiq as well is not too bad. Brendan Strange didn't do too hot last year. But in my opinion, I'm just going to go for somebody like Hunter Henry here. Grab the best value, come back around. Probably going to grab the Seahawks defense. If it's not, they just grabbed it. So never mind. I won't do that. Let's see who's fallen down here. I wouldn't mind getting Zach Charbonnet. But Casey Concepcion, I do think is a guy that definitely could find a good staple there with the Cleveland Browns. Again, he's a guy that I'm really just getting back here in the back half because they took the Seahawks just a little bit before me. I just didn't notice. But here, maybe I'll just go after a good kicker. So Brandon Aubrey is always good. Top 5. Cameron Dicker as well. Pretty good. But if I can get Jason Myers, I would love it. I always like to get a couple of my Seahawks players. Obviously, this one, I already got Jadarian Price. So I would like to get my guys. But we'll see if they fall. So no, they don't follow me. I do love Calmy Fairbairn too. He's always a top 5 guy. Houston always needs to get their points in. So hopefully he can fall to me as well. But yeah, guys, like I said, I won't be rating after this. I don't even really like my draft. Usually I don't get the types of guys that I got. But just like to try a little bit of something different. I don't think my team is bad, but I really don't like my wide receivers all that much. So definitely like to prioritize in my spot, getting like somebody like JSN. As you can see, he was the shiznit last year. So I definitely want to get him back in my leagues this year. Man, Frank, you just love getting my guys, don't you? I show them on here and you just love grabbing them. That's okay. That's what this is for, guys. But I will get Cam Little. one of the best kickers in the world with the record of kicking just an absolute freaking kick last year, setting a new record. I believe it was like, so what? I don't even remember. I don't want to say anything either. 68 yards. Yeah. So he's a bad guy. He's a bad man. And I think I'm just going to start. No, I probably won't get them week 1. It's not a good idea. Let's see. Maybe I'll do the Detroit Lions. They weren't a huge good defense last year, but they have a good matchup this year in week 1. So I'm just going to grab them because I did not prioritize defense as quickly as I needed to. But yeah, so that's going to be the draft, guys. You guys will finish it out. But not too bad. Hope you guys got some good practice in. Thanks for joining, obviously. It says you won't be rating. Fine, Frank, I'll do yours. Let's see. Get your last pick in here, and I'll rate it. It says Amon Ra, Aaron Hampton, Josh Jacobs, and Neighbors. I do like this, that you prioritized, wide receivers and running backs. Definitely some good picks here on the back end. DJ Moore should be doing well with Buffalo like he did last year. As you can see, is a top 30 guy. Thomas, I do think will play better this year with a new offensive scheme, everything like that. I do like that you waited for a quarterback. Herbert is a top 10 guy last year, and he could do much better this year if his O-line is good and protecting him. Kyle Pitts, Ferguson, I do like that. Two guys that should be doing good. Even though Ferguson has one of the tougher matchups for tight ends against defenses, but he's Ferguson. He should do well. As you can see, top 10 last year. Year before that, also very highly rated. Mason and Bixby, not too bad. Definitely a good handcuff for Saquon as he's already dealing with some injuries. Broncos defense, just because, Broncos are pretty good. I think they were top 5, yeah. Fairbairn, so you did pretty good. I do like this one. This one is more in the range of a B+ for me. Pretty good. Good wide receiver 1, really good wide receiver 2 if he stays healthy. Good running back 1. I would say these guys are going to be fighting for running back 2 every now and then, as long as he can stay healthy, and as long as also he can stay healthy. But DJ Moore and Thomas are going to be good for your flex spot if one of these guys doesn't pan out. You got your tight end, quarterback here. So probably just bench for me, obviously. So maybe instead of getting like a double tight end, although I do like this, maybe getting somebody that can add a little bit more towards your points for the flex position. Obviously, here, instead of getting Kyle Pitts, you could have got Pittman, could have got Myers, even J.K. Dobbins, to be honest. He did really well last year, even though he was injured half the time. But yeah, so I do like this one, B+ for the starters. Obviously, a little bit more on the bench, but definitely can always swap in and out. And Mason, I do think, will carve out a bigger role because of Aaron Jones injuries. So not too bad. Thank you, Master. What do you think of Baker going so late? I mean, contract year, dude, he's probably going to fight. He's going to fight some people. He's going to take off his helmet, swing it, do whatever he has to do to win games and get a big contract. I do think it's a slap in the face that they didn't offer him a big contract after the year that he just had, but they were also not offering anybody any big money, not even Vita Vea. They let him walk. So he's still out there looking for people, unless he got signed already, and I just didn't see it. But he's still going in franchises, trying to see where he's going to fall. But he wants to be traded. So, but yeah, contract year for him, and most of the team was hurt last year. So yeah, who knows? You never know. I do think it's going to be a pretty big year for him. Igbuka, obviously, if he stays healthy. Godwin, if he stays healthy. Their whole situation is up in the air. But all right, guys, really, really awesome. We had a really good turnout. Thank you guys for joining. Thank you guys for subscribing, hitting the like button, leaving comments for me to talk, even though I lose my voice with it. But I was going to be talking anyways. It says, thanks, Vince. Appreciate the time. No problem, man. We'll try to be doing these a little more often, as much as I'm able, just because I do work a lot. I do need my rest on the weekends, but taking an hour of my day isn't too bad. So thank you. we'll be ending here, guys. So if you haven't already joined the Discord, it should be linked down below in this video. So thanks for sticking around. Thanks for hitting the like button. And as we always say on this channel, keep on grinding.